You said y'all were going to work on improving in the box, defending and attacking this week. What have you seen from the guys?
We have worked hard. We have done that. It's the only way to get better is to train on different things that we need to improve, and also highlight the things that we are good in. So it's been a good week. I think it's been intensity. It has been focus, and that's the only way forward to get better for performances.
I saw a stat that in the first 15 minutes of the second half, y'all have a -9 goal difference. That was something you talked about after that Philadelphia game. Have you spoken to the guys and try to figure out a reason why they come out maybe flatter than the opponent?
Yeah, but we have talked about that. So that's things we. There's many answers of that. If it was a one simple answer, then we, of course, easy to do something with. But you can also say that, like in the away games, we had 10 chances in the first half. We haven't scored one goal. So then, of course, every game, then you have to. It's easier to come under first, and then you have to push after that. And also you can be stressed because you don't take your chances. So for me, it's when I see a lot of it back, it's like I think we lose the ball too much when we get stressed or want too much, and then when you lose the ball because you lose too many touches and are a little bit too direct, then you get counter-attacks against you. And we've had now 60 chances this year.
60?
60 chances
okay.
We have, like how we count chances. And we have scored 14 goals. That is 1 goal out of 4.1, 4.2. That is not even close to goal standard. That's 2.5 or less.
Okay.
That is normal. So you can just take opponents. They have had 60 chances this year, exactly the same as us. They scored 24 goals. So of course the efficiency inside the boxes is important. We have created of those 60 chances in established play 45 chances. We have scored 9 goals in established attack. So that means that we score 1 out of 5 chances on established attack. That means also that you have to play really, really well to get something out of the chances. So normally then, if you have 1 in 2.5 chances, you have 2 goals in these things. So we need to improve that. We have not been good enough in set play, and also in the transition against. But in established defense, we are sure one of the best in the league. Mm-hmm. So it's so many. There's a couple of phases we are very good at, but we are not effective enough. But we are too weak in the main areas of the pitch, and that is our own box and opponent's box. There we have to be much more clinical, much more tougher, and more physical and verbal and everything to get more out of the performances we have.
The stat you quoted a second ago about 1 in 5 chances for y'all that you're converting. What was the opponent's number on that one?
That's around 2.5.
Okay.
So they score almost double as much as we do ourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's, of course, that's an important thing in football to put the ball in the in the net. So that's clear. But we know we have players who can do that. It's just and maybe it's a little bit now in our heads, and we want so much that is maybe stress too much in this kind of situation. Take a little bit more calm, take a little bit more time, and do it accurate. I think then we will get more goals. So it's very clear. But again, we need to improve. That's so simple like that, and you don't do that if you just put everything under the carpet, or we don't train or whatever. We need to work on it every day. And I've seen that we have real belief and want to do it, and then it's about coming into the pitch with no fear and attack the situation. We have everything to win here. We have, now we are in a situation that we need to attack it and see it as a challenge to get into the playoffs.
Some injury update questions. Did Brooks, did he get a scan? What is his prognosis?
So this is not a big thing, but we are not sure if it looks hard for the weekend, but hopefully get ready for Wednesday.
And Stian, is he out for the weekend too?
Yeah, he's out for at least 2 more weeks more.
2 more weeks.
Yeah, so yeah, he will be.
Ronny, coming into the year, it seemed like the idea for the roster build was to get a lot of pace up top, have folks running it behind. Atlanta United is last through balls completed this year. I'm wondering your thoughts as to why that might be.
We haven't been accurate enough then, and also look more for it. But we had a big opportunity now against Philadelphia last game in the transition in the second half there. We played Edwin, I can put it straight through to alone with the goalkeeper, but then you use a touch too much. So it's like we are focused on it. You see what we maybe see in training today as well. We had a lot of runs in behind and the timing through this. So it's about accuracy and it's about runs. We need to attack the space even more than we were doing. And then when that ball goes, we have to follow up and support. So we're not standing and watching what's going to happen. So this is things we can do better. But we are maybe one of the most crosses in the league and created on crosses. Right. So you can find positive things and you can find negative things in or things we need to get better in whatever stat. So if you're going to see the team in stats, then you have to put out the whole picture. Sure. And I think the picture is what I've said now earlier. It's quite true. So we are not. The opponent has scored 11 goals in transition. We have scored 3. So it says everything about that.
Do you value? I'm sorry. Do you value crosses as much as other chances?
I value whatever chance you can get. Sure. So if they close the center of the pitch, you have to get crosses. If they close the wide areas, you have to go into the center. But it's about when you win the ball. We have a rule: first ball forward or inside, and then we have to attack space. So then you keep it or you attack. So. But that is, as I said, when we have the points we have, you will of course be negative in a lot of the stats, and that's what we have to improve. And that is one of the areas that is what we are working on.
It's a very different squad heading into Sunday's matchup when you face Cincinnati back in the international break. What are the things you want to carry over from that performance into Sunday's match?
No, it's a lot of things that we know what they are good at, so they have a clear 3-4-1-2 system, 3-4-3, Evander in between the lines, Denki up front, strong, Santos. So we know that we have to defend well, but also attacking wise we know where the spaces are, and we know how to attack it. The most important thing that we have to get the best out of our players and how we are, and then of course also expose the opportunities they give us in the way they are playing. So, but against Philadelphia, it's 5-4 in chances to us. We lose 1-0. So it's a little bit the name of the season so far. So we need to take our chances more, and because then. The mechanics of the game will change at once. So to be playing well, have a good performance, being efficient in the boxes both ways, that's things we are working on, and that's what we want to do.
Ronny, do you get a sense of frustration from the players? They're working on it on the pitch, they're trying, you guys are doing a lot of stuff, it's just not coming through in the matches. How do you feel like their attitude is? I mean, do you feel like they're sticking to the process?
Yes, I think so, but of course it's a lot of frustration. I think it's more about confidence, you lose a little bit of your confidence in what you're doing when you don't get the results you want. And that's why it's important to break it down, so we see actually what is working and what is not working so well. Because it's easy when you don't win games that everything is shit, and that's not true. It's a lot of the positive things, but the total is not good enough. And then to have eyes on tasks and processes instead of results, I think is important. And that's what we try to do, because we improve our performances. It's a bigger chance that we're going to end up with more points as well, and that has to be the goal now for the rest of the season, that we are improving from where we are.
Is it at the point though where you just kind of want the players to play more loose and free and not play tight and frustrated? Like that was better than kind of.
Yeah, that's much better. It's the worst. As I said, when we were against Orlando, I saw a tight team, really tight team. We played not even close to what we can be. And then the fire and the happiness has to be on the pitch. You have to look forward into games. You can't be like, oh, we have to, or that doesn't get anything positive out of. But you need also in this kind of situation make the simple things good, make it simple. Don't complicate it, because it's the end. Football is 90% hard work and 10% flair, and it's very easy to focus on this 10% that you want to have that fantastic pass or that assist or that goal or that clean sheet or whatever, and then you lose focus on the simple things, and that is 90% of the game. So I think that is the way to get even more confidence.
Garth said earlier this week, you're safe. Few of the players are safe with the upcoming transfer window based upon the current results. I'm curious if that affects or helps you with your messaging to the players about just coaching them.
Of course, if you don't have support in the club, then it's very difficult to do a good job. So I'm, of course, very happy for that. At the same time, I'm very frustrated that it needs to be said, and because the result hasn't been good enough to what we expect. That's why you have these kind of memories in your head, and I've been in many clubs before, and I have had trouble since start also there, and you're just looking forward to meet them again, these kind of teams, and show them what we can do, because it's step by step. This is not a thing that's happened over these 4 months. It's something that happened over years in the club, and that we need to improve, and then we have to make action. And the only way is to work yourself out of it. That's the only way to get it. And I'm coming here to do that, and I'm here to win, nothing else. And the only way to do that is to work every day of improving the certain areas on the pitch and off the pitch. And that's what we're doing. And I have big belief that we're going to get there. And I'm looking forward to get there, to sit here and stand there and talk to you in a different situation, because now there's many times in what we've done. But I need to be patient as well. I need to also take my share of the responsibility. That is of course big, and improve everything I can do. And then I know also in the end is some good things we're waiting, because we have ambitions in this club, and we are coming here to do something, and we are working for where we are now. But this is not acceptable over time.
All right, thanks everyone.
Thanks, Ronny.
Thank you.